Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back ready. Hey, full fury. Ready.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 30 on second down, Lance. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous, CD. This offense, they devise ways to get him the football in space and just let him go.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Niners at 500 at 6-6. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Drill 52. Black Ultra.
To throw, it's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready, go. Hey,
And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lance. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
black. Green down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson.
Right back to Njoku.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Watson off play action. Blitz coming and down he goes. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Ready up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And that'll be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Red, yellow. Blaster, 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He's going to... And the ball is knocked out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing now is Lance.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On play action, Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Ready, Ready. You don't play.
Now Lance again. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
An 80-yard touchdown.
and the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Lance to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And Lance going to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Lance now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going up. And now Watson throws another interception.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Niners use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To the air yet again, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 27, Watson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them are the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That is caught left side by Bryant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is... Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Chubb. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. They've got his man complete. There he goes right side. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. McCaffrey. will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the move to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Black Ultra. Green Jack.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following the fumble recovery, Watson.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw, Watson. Pass complete to Chubb.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Watson.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Now Watson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it right side to Cooper.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses.